Hello, this is Chris from the Cinema Savvy Movie Podcast, back with a brand new reaction video. Finally, for anyone who doesn't follow our Twitter and wonders why there's been like a lack of content this week, why there haven't been any reaction videos from me, I went down with tonsillitis at the start of this week. I've still got it now, so apologies if my voice is a little weak and my thoughts are a little scattered. But I remember seeing the teaser trailer saying that a trailer was coming out for this on Friday. I didn't quite expect it to be released this early. I think I roused around last night and checked my sub box on my phone and saw that it was already up there, but I thought I'd save it till the morning. And not only were my thoughts going to be scattered because of the illness I've got, but it's a Star Wars trailer. It's Rogue One, a Star Wars story, brand new trailer. Star Wars reactions are always my favourite thing to do on the channel. I love talking Star Wars. I could talk about it all day. And I asked George as well because he got a screening of a trailer when he went to Celebration, when he got into the panel for Rogue One. Apparently that was a different trailer. This is a much longer trailer, shows a lot more, and it's very, very different. Whether Disney ever plan on releasing that little trailer they showed there in proper quality, not recorded off a camera or anything like that, I'm not sure, but I will not say no to a new Star Wars trailer. So we're going to watch it together now. I'm going to talk much more about it afterwards. Yeah, I can't wait. I've been waiting all week for this. So I'm going to click play now. Oh, the Imperial March.
The world is coming undone. Imperial flags reign across the galaxy.
Just when you think they can't top that Star Destroyer shot from
Can you
Force
be trusted
Awakens.
without your shackles?
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
We've a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know how to destroy it.
I love that shot. I love that shot so much.
If you're really doing this, I want to help.
Good.
Good. I've been recruiting for the rebellion for a long time.
You destroyed our home!
I fight the Empire now.
Already the look of this.
Nothing.
Just
All is as the Force wills it.
The captain says you are a friend.
Alan
I
Tudyk.
will not kill you.
Thanks.
He looked awesome at the panel.
There isn't much time.
Oh,
Every day they grow stronger.
credit. Oh, perfect song for the trailer. Completely sets the tone.
97.6% chance of failure. He means well.
Oh,
This is our chance.
oh Jesus Christ. This...
Real difference. Are you with me?
All the way.
Oh, look at that shot. That's all I can say. Jesus. Vader! Oh my god. Well, in typical reaction video, well, at least for me, Star Wars reaction video tradition, we're going to be watching that a second time. Oh my god. Again, with all these Star Wars videos, I never know where to start with talking about them. I guess we'll kick off with the last shot, Vader. It's been rumoured for ages that he was going to be in there, so, you know, there's usually no smoke without fire, so we all guessed he was going to be in there, and then they confirmed it a while back, and then they reconfirmed it at Celebration. And the trailer that George got there, I believe that Vader showed up at the end again. It was probably a very similar shot to that. It's cool that we actually get him in a trailer, though, and I would have liked it more, I think, if they'd have confirmed him just in a trailer. Like, they kept it completely quiet, and then we see this trailer now, see that Vader's there, and boom, that would be incredible. That being said, I still hope that Vader is kept to a minimum. I know that technically now, if you watch this one in between episode 3 and 4, and you watch, like, you know, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, then this, then go on to A New Hope, it will make sense. Like, it won't matter how much Vader is in this one, but I still hope they keep him to a minimum, because he becomes Vader at the end of episode 3, and you only get like a quick glimpse of him. Again, give us a little bit more, not too much in this one, and then when you get to A New Hope, and his first ever entrance, I mean, any new Star Wars fan's entrance should always be the original trilogy, in my opinion. when he steps through that smoke at the beginning of the movie and the score cuts out and you just hear the breathing, that should be, boom, the first official complete look of Vader where we get introduced to the character as he's in the suit now. That being said, it would be great to see him back on screen again. In my opinion, the all-time greatest film villain, James Earl Jones, is returning to do the voice of him again. And that's just going to be a dream come true, because what this film has going for it, and that it was just cemented in this trailer for me, is the way they've made it look. It still has a lot of effects work in it, like modern day films and like The Force Awakens. And maybe it's because it's been done on film again. It looks like it's filmed in the 70s, like the way people are dressed, the costumes. And in if you go on our channel, you can find the first 2 days of Star Wars Celebration. And on the first day, we got to see the props and costumes of Rogue One. And how they're decked out, they do look like outfits that soldiers might wear in like World War I or World War II or things like that. You can definitely see the influences there. And inherently, that's what this is. It's a war movie. And when Disney said they were going back to do extensive reshoots, we know that all films pretty much go through reshoots. That's usually inevitable, especially for big blockbusters like this. But there were rumours that they're going to change the tone. They weren't happy with it. It didn't feel like a Star Wars movie. But this is a spin-off film, so I really hope that maybe in the original cut it was a lot darker, it was a lot more bleak, because I know they've got people working on this that worked on, I believe, Zero Dark 30 and Saving Private Ryan and things like that. And I hope they haven't like kidified it and made it more accessible. I understand inherently these are always got to be family films, but with the spin-off films I think there's more opportunity to go in different directions and explore different moods and different tones of the Star Wars saga. But if we're looking at it from a war movie, the saga's called Star Wars, and this looks like the first official war we're seeing. We had the Clone Wars, which was like, you know, we got a couple of glimpses on different planets here and there. This looks like on the ground, people are dying left, right and centre. You're feeling the weight of that human cost, which is something I've never really experienced in Star Wars before. Even when you see stormtroopers die by the thousands, you never really feel anything, whereas in this, when stormtroopers are getting blown up or they're getting shot or they're getting knocked out, there's that tangible quality there, so you feel it. And going back to the prequels when all the clones were done in CGI work, I mean, I think the clones look fine. They are noticeably CGI, but I think it's pretty good CGI still. But even then, there are moments where it does feel like you're just watching a video game and you've got none of that emotional connection to anyone. In this, I think you're going to have that. And that shot where they're running at the AT-AT with a bazooka, and just insane shots of the TIE fighters. I'm going to have to watch this again. We're going to watch it again, don't worry, but this is just sort of my stream of thoughts after seeing it for the first time. It looks awesome, and I can't believe that this is, what, September, October? This is 4 months away now. How quick it's gone since The Force Awakens came out, and then I was thinking, oh, I've got to wait a whole other year now for a Star Wars film, and we're 4 months away, and it's just going to go so quick, and I can't wait. Let's watch the trailer again, because I know there's going to be more for me to say afterwards. It's just an absolute sensory experience when you watch a Star Wars trailer for the first time. So I'm going to click play now. I believe that's Jeddah. They talked about that at Celebration. It's meant to be the Mecca of the Jedi.
Imperial flags reign across the galaxy.
So we've got a desert planet again, but I don't think that's going to be Tatooine.
Can you be trusted without your shackles?
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
We've a mission for you.
He's got a very Poe Dameron
Major
quality to
weapons
me,
test is
that guy.
imminent. We need to know
Diego
how to
Luna, is it?
If you're really doing this, I want to help.
Good.
Just the lighting as well, just everything. It's like dusk, sunset.
They destroyed our home.
I want to know where that is, that planet. The night time with all the mountains. That looks incredible.
All is as the Force wills it.
The captain says you are a friend. I will not kill you.
I can tell it's going to be a tradition now with Disney. The new droid is always going to be my favourite character.
Every day they grow stronger.
I love the music so much, how they take the theme and do a variation on it.
There is a 97.6% chance of failure.
They've made the Imperial March sound uplifting. Oh, every time I hear the Force thing.
To make a real difference. Are you with me?
Shot.
All the way.
Oh man. That's going to be the quote of the day for me. Love that shot, but my god, that I can already tell this is going to be better than The Force Awakens. You can find our review for that, and I know it's an extremely unpopular opinion. I really didn't care for the movie. It was a very well-made movie, but for me, it was just too close to the original. It didn't try anything new, and although ultimately we know the outcome of this and what happens with the Death Star plans and ultimately what happens to the Death Star and the second Death Star, we don't know what happens to these characters. Now, Disney could be really ballsy and just like kill them all off at the end, or, you know, they could survive and then they could do sequels after this one, still set before A New Hope, or even run in parallel to A New Hope, and I think that would be cool if they do that. There's just so many possibilities, and Kathleen Kennedy mentioned that at the panel as well. She said now that we're doing spin-offs as well, the possibilities are pretty much endless. And on the one hand, you're like, this is incredible to be a Star Wars fan because we're getting so many empty spaces in the saga just filled up with all these new characters and new planets, new droids, just everything, and it's amazing. And on the other hand, it is kind of, yeah, we're making so much money off this fan base because we know that they're all going to go and see this movie about 3 times. And until the films really, really start sucking, I don't care. I'm going to go and see every one. I will see this about 5 times, no doubt. Oh, also another little point I wanted to bring up as well is the character of Forrest Whitaker. I'm totally not reading off Wikipedia right now. I know that's really unprofessional of me as a Star Wars fan, but I haven't had time to memorise all the characters' names. He's playing a character called Saw Gerrera, and apparently he made his debut in one of the episodes of the Clone Wars. And I can tell from this trailer, I think he's definitely one of the aspects of the reshoots, because he looks like he's got a very, very different haircut. In this, he's got kind of like the big white hair. And I think I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it, but I swear to God in the first trailer he didn't have that hairstyle, so I think maybe they've reshot all of his scenes. I'm not sure why they did that, or if they'll even tell us. Maybe it'll be on a director's commentary or something when this comes out, but just something a little interesting that I noticed. Another thing I wanted to bring up as well is Ben Mendelsohn's character of Orson Krennic. Still very much kept to the shadows in this one. He was in the first trailer, and this is meant to be the one that shows you a bit more what's going on. And we still really don't get that much of him. He looks great. I love his costume. It's very much like Grand Admiral Thrawn, and that's actually a bit of news that came out at Celebration as well, that they're adding Thrawn back into the canon. Timothy Zahn is coming back and he's writing a new novel. Thrawn is coming into season 3 of Rebels, and again he's wearing his classic white Imperial outfit, so I wonder if they're going to be like a special order. I know that they've mentioned in this one that Krennic was specifically chosen by the Emperor to oversee the completion of the Death Star, so I would like to see so many more of those higher ups if we get more spin-offs and things like that. I realise I've been going on for ages on this and there's so much more I could say. It just looks incredible, and I will do a reaction for the behind-the-scenes reel that came out. I did want to do that before this came out, but because I was ill, I really couldn't. But I think it's different enough from this, and it won't kind of influence my thoughts that I had on the behind-the-scenes stuff, because I got to see that 3 times at the Rogue One panel, so it won't be the first time I've seen it. But I do want to get a reaction out because a few of you have requested that, so I'll get on that this weekend. I'll also have a reaction out for The Great Wall, and I really want to do one on Hacksaw Ridge, the new Mel Gibson movie, because he's one of my favourite directors. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it for my reaction on Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. Do you think it looks better than The Force Awakens? Are you hyped for it? Are you still a bit wary about it? Anything you like, please do comment. Apologies again if my voice is really weak, if my thoughts are a bit scattered, but I did want to get on and do a reaction for you guys, and it was a great way to start the day with Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. So that'll do it from me today. Lots happening with the channel. Now I'm slowly getting better. I'll be getting back into the reaction videos. We'll have more reviews and Timestamp Zero and things like that, so please do hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. So until the next video, whether that's a reaction from me or if I'm on a review, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.